Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it's time for me to bring you episode number 18 of our FIFA 16 Leicester City Career Mode. Now in today's episode we're back to playing 3 games per episode, but they're all within the space of 5 days. Yes, fatigue is going to be a hideous issue in today's 3 games against Norwich, against Crystal Palace, and then away against Sunderland. I hope you guys enjoyed the new series, that is the Career Mode project that came out yesterday. If you haven't seen it already, a link to it will be in the description below, but nevertheless, going back to what you'll be seeing in today's video, we've got 3 games, but as you can see, Riyad Mahrez there in the background, the Algerian winger, 25 years of age, 76 overall, a key feature of this series and of Leicester in real life, is asking for a pay rise in reality. He wants 45 grand a week, he was on 25k a week, so we're going to offer him that even straight away because he's a key member of the squad. But if you do go on to enjoy this video, just as a quick reminder, feel free to smash the likes button. 75 likes as always would be massively appreciated on this series. In the background a moment ago though, you'll have seen Gökhan Inler, our Swiss CDM. He's back into the side, he's come back from his 8-week injury and he's back just in time because we've got somewhat of a fatigue crisis. Tom Lawrence coming into the side for this game, just showing our shortage of wingers at the moment with Iheanacho and Vardy up front, but you'll have noticed a very, very young bench there, including Stankovic, Mikkel Vestergaard, Harry Flanagan as well from the Youth Academy. Those guys, Youth Academy graduates from last episode, but yeah, a very, very make do and see how it goes team. As you can see, we had the first chance of the game though with Jeffrey Schlupp, nice little half volley, and not Jamie Vardy, what am I on about? Matthew Jarvis of Norwich there, coming very, very close, has to be said as well, almost turned in actually by Jeffrey Schlupp, but now from a corner, and N'Golo Kante receives the ball and it has gone in, and it looked like a thunderous strike at first, but it looks as if it's taken a pretty nasty deflection on the way through. I think it's off Russell Martin because Joe Ruddy was diving the complete wrong way, but for the 3rd episode in a row from that Pione Sisto corner, yet another assist for Pione Sisto. It is another goal for N'Golo Kante, 3 episodes in a row, and as you can see, it's taken a very, very harsh deflection of Russell Martin, and it's in. And Norwich have not got wise to this because from another corner, 5 minutes later, another deflected strike from N'Golo Kante on the edge of the area, this time deflecting off the Norwegian midfielder Alexander Tete. They're just going agonisingly wide. We could have been 2-0 up, but we also could have been going into the break at 1-1 as Ajija of Foe there with a fantastic chance there on the volley to equalise right on the edge of half-time. Norwich going forward again though in the 62nd minute. Liam Moore bringing it away and passing it to N'Golo Kante. Now Jeffrey Schlupp going down the line. He's got support there from N'Golo Kante in the centre. Now out wide to the winger Pione Sisto. Now finding Jamie Vardy. What a passing move this is. Lovely little through ball there inside the fullback to Pione Sisto. It's into the box for Iheanacho and a fantastic save from Joe Ruddy. But what a move that was. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Now with just 2 minutes to go, we look as if we've got the win sealed. Hamza Chowdhury there off the bench finding Nathan Dyer. He then finds Okazaki, Inler, and then Vardy, and some more fantastic passing play ends in yet another save from Joe Ruddy, this time from the feet of Jamie Vardy. But that is how the game would end, a 1-0 victory. And a very good result indeed. We probably should have won by more, but Norwich did have a few chances in the game to get one back. As you can see, fantastic rating from N'Golo Kante, unsurprisingly with that 7.5 rating. A good rating as well for Gökhan Inler, and a 7.1 there for Pione Sisto. So a fantastic way to start up the episode then, with a 1-0 little win there over Norwich in the Barclays Premier League. We've got 2 more Barclays Premier League games later on in the episode, and hopefully we'll be able to do a similar job. As you can see, last episode I actually said I was going to do a little bit of an introduction to the players that were promoted from the Youth Academy last time out. So this is the Danish guys, the Danish contingent, and also Harry Flanagan, I think it's Harry Flanagan, from England, who's a centre-back. You'll have seen that, Danny Flanagan, who is a centre-back, Lasse Vigen Sloth, Eric Mackionok, Lasse Jonsson, and Lasse Ling also promoted, as well as Mikkel Vestergaard here, who perhaps looks like one of the best to be promoted, 58 overall and 16 years of age. That's pretty decent, to be fair, for a young player. High potential and also some good sprint speed and acceleration straight off the bat. Just need to work on his 45 finishing. But nevertheless, it's time to get into the second game of the episode. We travel to Selhurst Park to face Crystal Palace in this massive backlog of games that we've got going on at the moment, it has to be said. You'll have seen a starting lineup actually a moment ago, and actually it's looking pretty decent. You know, the squad actually going into this game is fairly good, but it was the Norwich and Sunderland games, or the Norwich game and then the Sunderland game you'll see a little bit later on, where having to play a very much second string team, and Crystal Palace are starting to pressurise. They've had the better of the early exchanges, and as you can see, from that, they have scored. Jason Punch in there, set up by Connor Wickham. They had a chance through Connor Wickham that was saved by Kasper Schmeichel. They have not been denied on the second opportunity. This time Jason Punchin firing the ball there into the far post past Kasper Schmeichel, our Danish goalkeeper, and we're 1-0 down. It's probably fairly deserved. All the way now into the second half, and Riyad Mahrez there being dispossessed by Ezekiel Fryers. He's gone in for a challenge from behind. And that means only one thing on this game, and it is a red card. I didn't think Ezekiel Fryers was going to turn that quickly. Unfortunately, I thought he was going to continue in the same direction. Therefore, Mahrez would sort of slide around, take the ball. It's completely my fault, and it's probably cost us massively. And as you can see, it looks as if it has, because Crystal Palace have scored again. It's Bernard, the Brazilian attacking midfielder. Clearly Palace have bought him, a fantastic signing actually, from Shakhtar Donetsk in the Ukrainian league. And Bernard there has doubled Crystal Palace's lead, but we're not going to give up without a fight here. Kramrich there forcing a save from Speroni, and Kamana off the bench trying to get his noggin on a cross in as well. Richie Delat putting it to the back post there. Brandy King. And Jamie Vardy hits the near post, and that you gotta feel that was our big opportunity. 5 minutes to go. Kasper Schmeichel is forward, but the header is cleared off the line by Ezekiel Fryers, who's had a key part to play in this game. Not just Bernard and Punchin, the goal scorers, and those goal scorers have in fact got Crystal Palace the 2-0 win. There you can see Speroni celebrating, but the 10 men here of Leicester City defeated in the end by Crystal Palace. Dele Alli actually getting man of the match there. Good ratings as well for Kramrich and Jamie Vardy, showing we didn't actually play too badly. Our passing game was certainly not strong enough, but we didn't play cataclysmically badly. We just ended up losing the game, and that's a shame. It's only our 4th loss of the season, would you believe, in the Barclays Premier League. The only reason we're not top is because we've drawn 14 games so far this season. But nevertheless, going into training after a pretty disappointing result there, Riyad Mahrez, who was of course sent off just a moment ago, is actually being trained here. These two guys were at the top of the training voter at the time that I recorded the gameplay anyway. Unfortunately, neither of them are to go up an overall, but a few of them have gone up, both of them have gone up on a few attributes here and there. Not doing fantastically in terms of grades here on training, quite a lot of D's and an F in fact there for Mahrez, as well as an F I think for Riedervold in the last slot of training. But as always, the straw poll, in the description will take you to the training vote. I'll also go over my question of the day at the end of the episode, but yeah, just tick on the training straw poll who you would like me to train in the next episode, and the top 2 or top 3 will be trained in that next episode. But now it is time to get into the third and final game of the episode, and we'll be looking for an instant response to that 2-0 loss against Crystal Palace, but yet again a fairly inexperienced team. Liam Moore into the side there, Tom Lawrence in as well, but look at that bench. Ben Chilwell, Lasse Jonsson, Stankovic there on the bench, as well as what's his name? The Danish guy, the Danish kid, I can't remember his name. Vestergaard, that's his name. Talking of which, that's the least of our issues, because Patrick Van Aanholt there has gone very close to giving Sunderland the lead, and again there, just a minute later, Pione Sisto almost doing the same for us as well. But a fantastic run from Van Aanholt there, and a decent strike from Sisto, but only denied by a few inches there past the post, and he's denied by Vito Manone into the second half, and Kalichi Hinacho should have done a lot better there with the rebound. But we're going forward again. Shinji Okazaki there has been fouled, it has to be said. He's been taken down, and Pione Sisto is standing over the free kick. We haven't scored a free kick in this entire series so far until now, because Pione Sisto scores an absolutely astonishing free kick right into the top right corner. Nothing Vito Manone in the Sunderland goal can do, and we have silenced the Sunderland fans here at the Stadium of Light through a fantastic free kick from Pione Sisto. I've called him out several times to score more goals. He gets so many assists, but he doesn't score enough goals, and what a way to do so and to silence the critics there. Pione Sisto, the Danish winger, with a fantastic goal to give us a 1-0 lead. But now Sunderland are on overdrive. They're trying to get this equaliser with just 15 minutes to go. Lovely little cushioned header on from Lee Cattermole to Fabio Barini. Germain Lons with his electric pace down the wing into the box there. For of all the people, Valentin Roberge, the centre-back, he's been chucked forward by Dick Advocat. Sam Allardyce now manages Sunderland, doesn't he? And Valentin Roberge, of all people, their second-string centre-back, has equalised, and that free kick from Pione Sisto means nothing. But a clearance there from Sunderland, and I think Jeffrey Schlupp thought it was going to go out. It hasn't. It's been crossed in towards Barini, then down for Seb Larsson, and that was the opportunity for Sunderland to come back from behind and win 2-1 there. A terrible misjudgment from Jeffrey Schlupp, our Ghanaian left-back. and almost punished drastically with just 3 minutes to go. Pione Sisto, unsurprisingly, with man of the match after a fantastic free kick. 7.2 rating as well for N'Golo Kante, as well as a good rating there for Kasper Schmeichel. So a draw, not too much of a bad result, but after the Palace loss, it is slightly disappointing. Better news, however, though, is Riyad Mahrez has accepted our contract extension or contract offer to him, so he'll be staying on for an extra year. That's what the contract specified. But something that confused me straight afterwards was the news then came out and said that Mahrez was rumoured to be unsettled. So not entirely sure what's gone on there, in all honesty. Riyad Mahrez has accepted the contract, and then suddenly the news have said that he's unsettled, even though he's literally just signed a contract. And this happened with Charney Sports, with Coutinho, and it ended with the board having to sell him. I'm very much hoping the same glitch hasn't struck here, because Riyad Mahrez shouldn't be unsettled. He's just signed a new contract extension. Nevertheless, we'll talk about that in future episodes. Hopefully that is resolved fairly quickly. But nevertheless, here is how the table is affected by today's episode. Chelsea still 4 points out in front of Manchester United. Having played a game less than everyone else going into this episode, we've now played a game more than everyone else. At the end of the episode, we've played a game more than Arsenal, but we are level on points. So if Arsenal even draw that game in hand, they're above us. City as well can go above us with their game in hand if they win that game in hand, and will be suddenly down to 5th place if that is the case. Spurs, they're down in 6th, having had a pretty bad episode themselves. We play the same amount of games and they're still 4 points back. So 5th could be a realistic goal for the end of the season. As you can see, it's looking like a 4-way dice for relegation, if you like, with Aston Villa there in 17th, Bournemouth, Swansea and West Brom occupying the relegation places. But I know it's very late for a question of the day in today's episode. If you made it this far, thank you very much, and you guys can have an input on said question of the day. But a lot of you guys have been saying that I should get a new goalkeeper in the next transfer window, but personally I feel as if Kasper Schmeichel has done a fantastic job this season. He is, however, 75 overall and 29 years of age, so I can understand why you guys are wanting me to replace him with perhaps a better and younger goalkeeper. So the simple straw poll that you'll find in the description below, along with the training vote, is would you like me to sell Kasper Schmeichel and replace him? It'll either be yes or no. And if you want me to replace him, tick yes. If you don't want me to replace him, and if you want him to be kept, into season 2 because he's had such a big impact on the squad in season 1, then of course tick no. But I hope you have enjoyed today's episode of Leicester City Career Mode. If you have gone on to enjoy, feel free to smash the likes button. 75 likes as always would be massively appreciated, and subscribe if you're new around here as well. Comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much, as well as voting on the 2 straw polls in the description. But nevertheless, it has been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.